one car, one truck, one mindset, as far as they can go. Episode 23. And after yesterday's breakthrough, it's finally time to attack. My name is Lucas, and welcome back to Driving Down the Depression. And if you're new here, welcome aboard. We're back at Nürburgring Nordschleife. We're back in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. After yesterday's session, I came into this one differently. For the first time in a while, I wasn't frustrated. I wasn't searching for answers. I wasn't looking for problems. I was excited. Because after everything that happened yesterday, something finally started making sense. The card felt close, not mastered, not easy, but close. And honestly, I couldn't wait to get back behind the wheel. A few weeks ago, I thought I was chasing a lap time. I thought the goal was simple. Get under 9 minutes, get under 8 minutes, beat the ghost, beat the clock, and move on. But somewhere along the way, something changed. The truth is, for most of this journey, I wasn't really chasing a lap time at all. I was chasing understanding. Understanding why the Porsche felt amazing one lap and impossible the next. Understanding why some mistakes kept repeating themselves. Understanding why confidence appeared one day and disappeared the next. And slowly, piece by piece, those answers started appearing. Before this session, I made a few final adjustments. Nothing dramatic, no miracle setup, no secret trick. Just small changes. Ride height, suspension, tire pressure. The kind of changes that don't make exciting headlines. But sometimes, those are the changes that matter the most. Because speed isn't always about finding more grip. Sometimes, speed comes from trust. Trusting the setup, trusting the car, trusting yourself. And for the first time in this series, I felt like all three were finally starting to come together. As I rolled onto the Nordschleife, the difference wasn't dramatic. It was very subtle. The steering felt calmer. The weight transfer felt cleaner. The car felt settled, predictable, and honestly, predictable is a beautiful word when you're driving a Porsche around the Nürburgring. Because this track doesn't forgive uncertainty. Every corner asks a question, and hesitation usually gives the wrong answer. The funny thing about the process is that it rarely feels spectacular. People imagine breakthroughs as huge moments, some dramatic revelation, some magical session where everything suddenly works. But most of the time, progress feels boring. It feels like repeating the same thing, slightly better than yesterday. And that's exactly what this lap feels like. Not faster, not heroic, just cleaner. The ghost was still there. The timer was still running. The pressure was still real. But for the first time, none of those things felt important. I wasn't driving against the ghost anymore. I wasn't driving against the clock. I was simply driving the car. And weirdly, that's when the car started giving me the most back. The deeper the lap went, the more confidence started building. Not reckless confidence, not overconfidence, the good kind. The kind that comes from understanding. The kind that comes from knowing why things work. And honestly, maybe that's something I've started learning outside sim racing too. For a long time, I thought confidence came from success. But maybe confidence comes from understanding. Understanding your mistakes, understanding your weaknesses, understanding why things go wrong, and knowing what to do about it. Because once you understand something, fear starts losing its power. There was a time in this series when every mistake felt personal. Every crash felt like a proof that I wasn't good enough. Every bad decision felt like failure. But now, I see things differently. A mistake isn't proof that you're failing. A mistake is information, a clue, a lesson, a step. And maybe that's why this session felt different. Not because the mistakes disappeared, but because I finally knew what they were teaching me. And the sectors continued. The Porsche started feeling lighter, smaller, more natural. The car that once felt intimidating started feeling familiar. And that strange feeling, because nothing had changed physically. It was still the same car, the same track, and the same driver. The difference was understanding. And eventually, you reach a point where you stop looking for answers and start looking for execution. The setup was there, the understanding was there, the confidence was there. Now, it was time to see what I could actually do with it. Because eventually, you run out of things to blame. The setup improves, the driving improves, the mentality improves, and one day, you're left alone with the change itself. No excuses, no shortcuts, no distractions. Just you, the car, and the truck. And honestly, that's when the real journey begins. Not when the things get easier, but when they get clearer. Because clarity changes everything. It turns fear into focus, confusion into confidence, and effort into progress. The lap wasn't perfect, the session wasn't perfect, and neither am I. But perfection was never the goal. Progress was. And for the first time in a long time, I felt like a real progress. The car was ready, the truck was waiting, and for the first time I think I was ready too. Because this isn't the end of the story, not even close. The biggest moments are still ahead. The fastest laps are still ahead. The biggest challenges are still ahead. But today, the attack began. And somewhere out there, beyond the next corner, beyond the next sector, beyond the next lap, something bigger is waiting. The Porsche was ready, and for the first time I stopped wondering if it could do it. I knew it could. The only question left was whether I could put it all together. Thanks for watching, and see you all in the next one. Still showing up.